Shut up, the three of you. Say hello. Say hello, guys. There we go. Yeah, you're superstars. Welcome to YouTube. What do you think of it? What do you think of it, Teddy? What do you think of it, Rolly? No, they don't look all that bothered. They just want to get patted. Excuse me. Right. Morning, Tony.
Morning.
Come on, put that sausage sandwich down. You're fat enough.
It's banana. Toasted banana.
How can you toast banana? They don't fit.
I just squash it into the machine. It goes.
Oh, toasted banana fritters. Get in.
You want coffee?
Oh, I'd love a coffee. I'm just taking a shot of this beautiful bike that you're working on at the moment. Oh, yeah. Starting to take shape now, isn't it? I've just realised I'm shouting. Why am I talking so loud? Oh, I like my voice heard, that's what it is. Say good morning, Teddy. Good boy. Okay. Now this is how you should be. Yeah? You should all be sat nice and quiet. I don't care. I don't care what you say, what you think. Yeah? Which one of you is doing the growling? Right. Shall we go and see what Uncle Tony's doing? What do you reckon? What do you say, puppy? Is that you growling? Who's got their hair off? Right. Yeah. Enough of the puppies. We're here to film. Oh, look. There's a pussycat and all. Hello, you. Hello. Yeah, you're just pretending to be asleep, aren't you? Really, this is what you want. You should tickle on the chin. Yeah.
See my new pet bird?
Well, hang on.
I've been dashing about like a chicken without its head on.
Yeah, it looks like that famous one.
What?
You know, that famous one where he chopped his head off and it was...
Foghorn Leghorn.
Not Foghorn Leghorn. No. Yeah, it was that famous chicken that the guy went to behead it, but he accidentally missed. And some of the head come off and it were running around for about 18 months afterwards.
Ooh, Ted don't like it. It's my bird, Ted.
Don't you like it?
It's my latest bird.
Hmm?
My latest bird.
Oh, well, I'd send her back, mate. She's horrible. Mind you, I would say that she's got a horrible face on her, but in this case you can't see it, so... Right. What are we going to do today, Tone?
Right, we're going to do this.
Hang on. I need to get me coffee. Oh. Will you do me a favour?
What?
Open up this dog gate for me. Because I've got my hands full.
There you go. See, I'm a gentleman.
Yeah, you're a gentleman, very much indeed. I'm gonna... Right.
Right, the plot is today is I've explained to my YouTube follower the other day.
YouTube follower?
Is we're gonna
Let's try some tripped over that now.
put a new clutch in this. Bits came yesterday, that's my gasket.
Do you know, it's a beauty. It's gorgeous, mate.
Oh, it's
What a job.
nearly 40 years old, isn't it?
40 years. Compared to what it was like when you first started on it, it's beautiful, mate.
I've had this bike 40 years, men and boy! Men and boy!
Yeah, well, during the war I used to nick it, didn't I?
You'll have to excuse the t-shirt. I know this says Suzuki, but that's for my other bike. My daughter made this, look it. She takes orders.
Ah.
A legend, Barry Sheen.
Well, look, Barry Sheen.
Barry
Ah.
Sheen, an absolute...
Is he related to Martin Sheen?
No, not really.
Okay. I was going to say the poor git.
I should have an Honda t-shirt on, really, shouldn't I, for this? A Honda t-shirt, but I don't know who rides for Honda these days.
Oh, well, you can get them made.
I'm out of touch with racing. So anybody out there knows who rides for Honda, let me know. I'm out of touch with racing scene.
Well, I'll go to the Isle of Man. Wait till someone comes off, and then you'll be able to go and have a look. You can ask them.
Right. So I've got the clutch plates.
Only joking, by the way.
Yeah, no, what I've done with them
We
is,
love the TT.
there's the new clutch plates.
Yeah.
Here's some I've been soaking earlier. They've been soaking since last night.
So is that what you do with the new ones?
Yeah, so Coke gets all oil absorbed, and then when you put the new ones in, they're already oiled up, and you don't have any dry spots on it and whatnot, and it should work fluently.
PPPPP. Positive preparation and all the rest of that, cobblers.
Right. So we'll jack the bike up a bit.
So this is your own bespoke, homemade, custom bike lift thingy.
Yep. So
Yeah, it's a beauty, is that? Let's see how it. We'll see it in action.
I've seen it on one of the other videos.
Yeah. Well, the thing about bike lifts is they don't take up as much space, do they? So.
Well, this is on top of my other lift. It's just to leave me with more space in case.
Now don't go too fast, mate. We don't want no heart attacks today.
No. Can you see the crocodile teeth that drop into there?
Oh yeah. He says, acting as if he's never seen one before.
That's about the right height. And then I'll just let that down now with a jerk. And it should gently lock. That's it.
That's good, because you need peace of mind that it's not going to fall on top of you, really, don't you?
Oh yes.
And those teeth there are going to hold it nice and solid.
Bike fall off.
Right, so with this particular job then, is this quite straightforward, or do you have to do a little bit of remembering where things go and setting things out in a certain way?
It's not too bad. It's just a matter of making sure you get the clutch plate, then a steel plate, clutch plate, steel plate. Just set them out. When you do this, just lay it out as though, so that it's a reverse procedure.
Ah, right, so as it comes off, it's basically, it goes back on opposite way.
Can I put my hovies on? Because I don't want to mess my shirt up. Don't want to mess my shirt up, do I?
Coffee. That's actually my third cup this morning. So I'm going to be doing cartwheels later on.
Yeah, dear.
19 mil.
Suck it, oil out.
Yeah, what a lovely view of the undergubbins. Undergubbins.
Is that a word?
It is now. Undergubbins.
Yeah, this is going to be messy.
Ooh.
I did
Yeah, I've seen that in Cardiff on a Friday night, don't worry.
I did this on a video the other day, but I haven't put it up on YouTube yet because I were hoping really for changed oil. Well, it was a lack of oil that were making clutch not sort of make it neutral light, not engage for the plenty of oil.
Well, I suppose this will, once it's all put together now, this is going to look amazing. And it's going to ride a lot better, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, there was some adjustment needed in the clutch, but it's not right. I think it's a long time since I put a clutch in it. I think it was when I first got it.
Can you take advantage now then of, now you're taking it all out, in case there's any little adjustments or anything that need doing, can you just do it all at the same time, or is that a separate job again?
Well, once you open this, it's just the clutch that's in there. Clutch basket. There's no other jobs to do. There's some newspaper to put down.
In case anybody's wondering, we don't answer phones in Wales.
Yeah, so if you ring me, YouTuber, I won't be in.
No, you will be in, you just won't be answering.
Yeah.
Ah, you might be in, because you might not be. So, can this stuff now, where they say about oil shortages and all the rest of it, can this be recycled and used for some other anything else? Can it be like filtered or?
Well, me personally, I use it in my oil can.
Hmm.
Or I mix it with clear coat, as they call it nowadays.
Oh, you can paint it on things.
It's not
Use it.
clear coat.
That's a good idea.
And mix it with it, and then your posts will never rot. So if there's any
Yeah.
YouTube followers out there that's into gardening, get your clear coat and put
Old car oil, old bike oil.
yeah.
Mix it with creosote when you're staining your old fencing or your old shed, and it'll stay protected forever. You'll never have to go and stain it again. Well, I never say never, but it'll be a long time.
Just got to take all the ribbons off. I was going to do it on the floor and just tip it over and work on its side, but I got a lot of trouble of having a bench like this and chuck it on the floor.
Yeah, well, I suppose as well as it's eye level, so you can see clearly what you're doing, isn't it?
I feel a song coming on. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. And that's why I never made it as a singer.
Well, I was going to say don't hold your breath, because apparently they say we're going to have about a month's worth of rain in one day.
No, that's funny. I last said, in one day.
Yeah, a month's worth of rain in one day, waters the flowers, and then you're back to sunshine again, so it ain't bad.
Yeah, Julie was saying that there's a thingy coming. Another heat storm thing.
Yeah. What a lovely place to be when it's really nice and it's really hot.
Not you, me. No, I'll leave that off and I'll switch all the rubbish out.
Right.
Although I didn't want it dripping, did I? No, I don't want it dripping.
Right,
I don't want it dripping, do I?
You want to explain exactly how you get this stuff off? Pull the bolts out, Dean, undo the screws.
Yeah, well, you've answered it yourself. That's it, end of video.
Yeah.
What I'm doing now is I'm just taking all clutch assembly out, cable off, so that I can take the tension off the cable down here.
Right.
Disconnect that. Whenever you take out apart, put all your nuts and bolts back together on the things you take off, because then you won't lose them. I know I'm teaching many people out there to suck eggs, but
Not really.
for the people that don't know,
A lot of people probably, are so focused on getting the job done and figuring out how to take everything off that sometimes you forget, don't you? I mean, sometimes if you've got to put your screws back in exactly a certain place or whatever, it's a good idea to just take a quick couple of photographs with your phone, because then you can...
yeah, or a good idea is if you're taking something apart and you're not sure of layout or something, get a cardboard box, tip it upside down, drill some small holes in it, and then just pop your screws in there so that you know.
Yeah. So you can see the order.
Yeah. Order. Right, so that's the tension off the push rod. When that comes out, there's your cable. There's a push. This is a worm drive inside there. When this is pulled, the worm drive pushes a rod through to the other side and goes straight through into the clutch of the basket and separates your clutch plates. I've taken the gear lever off here, not gear lever, brake lever. No, it ticks all the oil on the floor then.
Why don't you just put the oil somewhere else?
I like to live dangerously.
Oh, okay.
I'm a man.
We don't follow the rules.
This is it. Us males just do what we want. We live life on the edge.
Yeah.
Like looking at a map. We're set off somewhere. We don't bother with maps. Yeah, we'd rather end up in a farmer's field, don't we?
Yeah, but that's why you end up going and being lost for 3 months at a time.
So it's an adventure. Look on the other side of it. Okay. I'm just cleaning the rubbish off. Where's my spray? Where's my spray?
Good question.
Here we are. Mini greaser. All this is, it's really good. It's a gallon can of
Just thinner.
industrial cleaners. You know, for cleaning your guns out and stuff. Not your Smith and Wessons, your spray guns. If anybody's got a...
Well, it means that you can work then. You know, you get some people that just seem to love having their fingers and fingernails all covered in grease and grime and all that. You know, and your fingers are slipping round, you get cuts. You know.
So, cleaning all around the seam first.
And you get... It's easier to see what you're doing, and your fingers are just that little bit tidier.
Yeah. But I love this. I just put it in a spray can. I love it around workshop. It's really good, is that? Comes in for so many.
Can't make out the bottom word. Tap.
Degreaser, cleaner and degreaser, it's just thinners. Just in case you decided to spray it on your plants.
That's how you write thinners, with a permanent marker.
Right, what's wrong with it?
Nothing.
It's thinners. I put thinners. I tried to put thinners.
If you're like me and you can't read... Well, actually, no, that's not true.
Well, you're dyslexic, aren't you, Dean? He sold his soul to Santa. That. Right. I would love a new set of nuts.
Excuse me?
Set of bolts on here, because some of them are a bit chavved up, but it's an old Yamaha, isn't it? I might get some an Allen key kit later on.
Can you, for all things like this, I suppose, if you get good steel, you can forge certain bits, can't you, to replace, if you know what you're doing.
Can't replace nuts and bolts, mate.
No, I mean, you can, if there's certain parts that are really, really worn and you can't replace them anywhere, if you've got the right tools, you can make your own.
Oh, yeah, I've got a motto, see a need, fill a need. You know, if you need something replacing.
So how widely available are parts for these things then?
Still can get them, but they're expensive.
So if you can make do with what you got, make things work and take a bit of time just to clean things sometimes is all you need, isn't it?
There's always one, isn't there? I can see this been chiselled off. Hang on, I've got a impact driver.
Hammer.
No,
Hammer fixes everything. So you've got one here that's a little bit stubborn.
Impact driver, yeah. With the screws been old, you don't want to strip them. So.
Oh, because if you hit them too hard, age, fatigue and all that.
Well, it hits. The system's spring-loaded inside the impact wrench.
Yeah.
So it bangs it and it twists it at the same time.
That's a good little tool, is that, isn't it? If you got, there's always that one nut in there or one screw that just doesn't want to come out, no matter what you do. See, now me, I just end up wrenching it, thinking, oh, I'll just replace it with another one. But that's not the refined way of doing it, is it?
It's the man way, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but if you're trying to keep things as cheap as possible, then you want to put things back, don't you?
There'll be no women watching this to understand this man thing, will there? It'll only be bloke, but it's just our thing.
To all our female subscribers, we hope you enjoy it. Women are just as capable as men when it comes to doing all this sort of stuff.
Yeah, I keep asking Ida to get involved, but she'd rather paint her nails. But
yeah, well,
but there's some women out there that get stuck in the.
It can't all be like my missus, you know, clean fingers and never picked up a screwdriver in her life.
Right, I'll tell you what.
Right, so this is your method for...
Yeah, you remember when I was telling you about if you've got a load of nuts and bolts and what have you, and
yeah,
you want to make sure that they all go back in the right thing. So that's what I'm doing.
I didn't know you were such a good artist.
Oh,
Tommy.
yeah. I've been drawing doll for years.
You tell me you draw the occasional caravan as well, don't you?
Oh, yes. Bit of landscape painting. Actually, there's a few of my followers out there that do landscape painting because I've got talking to them. Right, this is what I was telling you about when I was doing the clutch. I nearly didn't do it myself, and then I thought I'm telling you something, but not actually doing it myself. So,
Well, there's lots of ways of doing things, and there are lots of little tricks that you can teach yourself to help the job go better.
I mean, somebody else might say, "Oh, why bother going through all that?" You know what I mean? But
Well, actually, no, you can see that they're all in there, can't you? Once you put the bolts in there, you'll be glad because you know that there ain't the odd one that's like rolled under the sideboard somewhere that, you know.
yeah, so that's it.
The hours I spent looking for screws and bolts and things that have been on the floor and disappeared.
Yep. So, put all these in.
Yeah.
Put your bolts in. You've got the shape there. You get the idea.
Yeah, good idea is that.
And you don't lose them. They're not rolling about all over the place. So that one, that in there. Yeah. Always one, isn't there? Where's it going? No, that's. It makes out that it's going. Just put the tension on a little bit. Gotcha.
There we are. That's a nice tool, that, for just encouraging the old things to come out a bit.
It is, because it's spring loaded, so you put the tension up against the screw
Yeah.
and you twist it slightly so it bites, and then when you hit the back of it, it jumps in tight and twists it. And
Yeah, it's better than going on with pain in the shoulder, I suppose, where you strained yourself a bit or pulled a muscle trying to get that one out.
that didn't look good.
Hey?
That didn't look good. Yeah.
Oh. Ah, good job.
Gotcha. You know, I'll tell you what, I'm glad I didn't do this on the floor now.
Yeah, you need to be able to stand up and face it head on, because...
Not the whole idea of doing the bench, because I can't get
Well,
down.
this is it, yeah. I mean, why would you make things difficult by having to get right down on the floor or whatever when you can...
Because I'm a male. That's what we do. That ought to be motto, innit? Eh? That's what
Because I'm
we
a
do.
male, that's what we do.
Yeah. We don't do things that
I just filmed a little bit of my phone case. I'm not editing it out though, because happy arsed. There we are.
I'll leave them in. I don't need to put them in the.
So when you're finished doing this, then what you can do next? Then you can pull it off, and yeah,
Yeah.
it comes off in one, doesn't it, Tone? Yeah.
Yeah. See that cat? That cat looks really
Yeah.
interested, doesn't it? He's
Yeah.
wondering what's going on.
It's quite funny actually the way you've done that. What's with the eye?
Oh, that's the glass.
Ah, right. I thought you were.
Where you can see oil, but you can't.
I thought you were saluting the powers that be. Then.
Right. Rubber mallet. Let me just go get rubber mallet.
Why didn't you get mallets, mallet? You don't use it no more. So, pretty much everything's pulled out. Okay, as you can see, and that is your makeshift home idea for keeping all the screws in one place so you know where they are. Okay, something like that. It's a simple thing, but makes such a huge difference at the end because you haven't got to worry about missing things. You can put things straight back in. It does save time, doesn't it, Tom?
We got an hammer.
Oh yeah, hammer fixes everything. I'm coming round here again.
Before I start giving it a tap, make sure every bolt's out.
Always make sure you got every bolt out.
Yeah, you don't.
Isn't it funny actually? You could be there hitting something and there's always that one you've forgotten, you know, that.
Oh yes.
Right, so a little tap just to get it.
Is that going to pour out with oil? I have no idea. Let's just get that.
Do you want the pot in case?
It shouldn't do. It'll just be drips.
Yeah.
So,
And pull. Alright, wiggle and pull.
there you have it. Now I did buy a new gasket because Sod's Law says it's going to break. Watch me get away with it. Nah, I won't go back on anyway.
There we are. Starting to get our first look of all those plates, the way they sit there nice and tidy.
There we go.
It's a beautiful mechanism, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Simple but really effective. Oh, so you're going to put a new gasket in while you're at it then?
Yep. I have brought one.
Well, I suppose it's saves you having to ever put it off again, really.
Well, I think when I first got the bike in 1984, 5, something like that. It.
So you've had it then 35 years.
Yep. As I said on my other video tube, on my other tubes, I had my daughters on this when they were kids, 2 up.
Does that just unscrew there then?
There's a split clevis pin in it, but it's at a really awkward point. I can't spin it round and get it out.
Or what about maybe moving it to one side and just resting it on something so it's...
I'll hang it up.
Do you want to put my hand there a minute while you get something?
Right, okay. Just on
Yeah,
fire.
see? Multitasking. Do you know, that feels a lot heavier than it looks. Actually. That's quite heavy, that.
A bit of change. Right, can I just... Oh, you're holding that, aren't you? Wait a minute.
That's alright, I'll work with you, mate.
Right,
Whatever
to
you
you.
want to do.
To me, to you.
To you.
To me, to you.
Well, that's improv for you.
Put that through there.
That chain will just take the tension off, I suppose, so that...
Well, that won't fit through there, will it? Just hang fire, listener. I'll watch you. We will get there. No, we won't.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Why make a donkey of it? Taking the plate off to get out the clutch basket and just make sure that the pushrod ball don't go flying anywhere.
Is that spring loaded, all that?
With this lot, yeah. When you pull your handlebar levers, this is what you're pushing actually. You push in this, and this clamps and separates all these apart by the miracles of Yamaha science.
Yeah.
And then when you let go of your clutch lever, all your plates come slamming back together and hold on friction plates.
So is that going to just pop off then, or?
Yeah, it just pulls off and then you can get your fingers in. The beauty about, as I say, laying it down is that there's a rod that goes right through to the other side, and the worm drive pushes that rod and opens these plates when you pull your clutch. And I don't want to lose the ball bearing because I can see. It should stay where it is actually.
Go on.
Oh, nice. And there's your plates. That's centre there, that's where your ball bearing
Oh yeah.
is pushed on the rod. To there, there's a ball bearing. And there's your plates. They all look pretty well then. Right.
So that's the bit that's being replaced, yeah?
Yeah. So what you do is put them down exactly as you took them off.
And you obviously put them back together in reverse.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Not complicated, really.
Yeah.
Hmm. Do you have to touch anything else on that now, or do you just leave that as is? And
Yeah, you can see these are quite worn down. I don't even have to put caliper veneer gauge on it. You can see that they're really warm.
yeah,
There's not a lot between them.
right. So that's why it's slipping then, obviously. So
So what I have to do now is, I told you I had these things hanging about in the oil.
yeah. Oh, they're in a little other tub somewhere.
In clean oil.
That's right. Yeah, you wouldn't soak them in dirty oil, would you? You keep the oil,
Well,
the dirty oil you keep for your creosote.
some of bugs you. And there's the old, the new plates. So all these have to.
So do those? Do you like pull them out? You know, you've got them all laid out there.
Oh.
One at a time, you just replace them so that they stay in the right order, or
Yeah.
are they all the same shape and size, or are they slightly varied each one?
They're virtually identical.
Uh-huh.
Apart from that groove there, which you have to follow.
Well, that's good. I suppose it makes it a bit easier if you've got something, a visual aid, because sometimes you have to spend hours, don't you, playing about to get it just right.
That's money. That's money, people. Money. That is it. That is if you on the oil industry.
Yeah, there's not a lot of it left. That's the thing
I used to be part
that
of
they
it.
know of.
Yeah, I used to be part of it years ago as a welder. I used to work for BP, British Petroleum. I used to go doing repair work in pipelines and stuff in my youth. So I suppose I was part of it, and I got my fair share of money out of it.
Right. Yep, if they knew in them days what they know today, they might have slowed down a bit, or would they? That's the question.
Who knows? Oh, they're pushing everybody to electric cars now, aren't they?
Right, so put that out of the way, because you don't want to get it all over the place.
On my concrete or on my thing.
Yeah, clean working space.
I know that's dirty. Though. It's a bit gritty. This isn't. This is clean.
Will you soak that a bit then, or
What?
that there? Does that need to be soaked?
No.
a little bit?
No. That's alloy, is that?
Okay.
Even new, there ain't that much meat on them, but it does make a difference.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, so you need to check first then which way the plates go.
Yeah, well, you've put it out in
Yeah.
as it came apart.
Okay.
Yeah, wish I could remember when I bought these. See how long they lasted. Right, so you've already got your steel friction plate there. So, one steel plate. Well, one of your plates. Oh no, don't tell me these are the wrong size. If they've sent me wrong ones. They've sent me wrong ones. This is tight, and I've oiled them all up.
What, they're supposed to be able to move back and forth, aren't they, like that?
Yeah, freely.
I mean, there's a bit of a hiccup now.
Yeah, these plates that I've ordered off internet, the right size, you know, diameter-wise and things, and the matching. And they did say Yamaha 81 to 84. But this plate with a little groove on it, it's just a bit tight. The others are fine. They'll go in. They're fine. It's just that casting on it's a bit poor, and I ain't got time to send it back and what have you. So
I'm just going to give it a slight rub down.
I'm going to do, yeah,
make it fit.
It's not advised because obviously around your clutch you don't want little bits of grit and what have you. But so I'll just have to be really, really clean in getting some of this off. So I'll get a small file and just take that edge off, and I'll have to go find a small file now.
Let's just hope it's very delicate. Just the tiniest bit.
I mean, this is a problem if you don't buy genuine articles. But
Why did you buy this made in China?
well, it came from Britain, but I don't know where it's come from. But it's not genuine Yamaha parts, so it's just something you got to live with. But it's only that. Just make sure it's ultra clean and you don't get any of these bits back on your plate.
Well, I suppose you can just wipe it off, can't you?
Yeah. It's only one piece on every.
I was going to say you don't have to do both sides of that. Do just the one edge a little bit just to get it to fit right.
No, both sides. I've done a few up plates to get that edge off.
Yeah, fitting together really nice.
Yeah, it's
see 'em in.
It's only a smidge. Like I say, I know people will be out there going, oh no, but I'm ultra trying to make sure that there's no grit whatsoever.
No, it's only the complainers and the goodies are going to be going, no.
I've done a few. I'm going to clean my hands again, and I'm going to get some more fresh cloth, but I am keeping my hands and everything away. I'm only just taking the very edge off, so I don't want any grit on my hands.
Yeah, that's it.
So I'll have a clean up.
Well, I think as long as you're meticulous, you know, it's not like you're getting a file and whacking off big chunks of it. You're only taking off a tiniest little bit just to get it to fit on.
Just pushing it out.
So really, it's just a slight adjustment, really, isn't it? It's either that or send them back, like we said, and wait for weeks to get the next. If they take them back, how much does this set cost you?
15 quid, I think. I don't know whether I should name and shame. What do you think, viewers? Should I name and shame where I got these from?
No, don't name and shame. You never know, you might want to buy from them again one day.
Don't think so. Name and shame! Name and shame!
Right, well, that's good. So you're just going to keep on putting them back together, and then it's just a case of putting all the gubbins back on.
Yeah, just everything back.
And Bob's your uncle.
Back in reverse, yeah.
Right, well, I think it's time maybe to stop for a bit of lunch for you then, mate.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Okay. Thanks for joining us.
I don't know whether there's the lights hitting the camera bad. I'm going to come down this side so you can say goodbye. Say bye-bye, Tony.
Bye-bye, Tony. Hello. Right, yeah, well, I'll see you next time. It should be running then.
Yeah, we'll get a couple of shots of it when it's up and running. But
I know you'd really like to see it all done, but
there we go.
Anyway.
Yeah, phone's ringing again. Don't answer it.
Right, okay. See you later.
Right, ta-da.
Bye.